Welcome to the ATS Module Setup course. In this chapter, we will learn how to manage recruitment sources in Unova HRMS. Let's get started. On the Recruitment Management page of the ATS Setup, you'll come across the last question, titled, "Do you want to use default recruitment sources?" This section gives you the flexibility to either work with system-defined default sources or create your own custom ones. If you select Yes, Use default sources, Unova will automatically apply the predefined sources already built into the system. These are ready to use and require no extra configuration. If you want to define your own, click the Add New Source button. This option allows you to add a custom source and track various hiring channels more effectively. When you click this, a form opens where you'll need to fill in details. Start with the source name, which is a required field. You can also add supporting details such as source email, source PIC, and source number. These details help in communication tracking and vendor management. To define the timeline for a source, enter the start date and end date. Next, choose the source type, for example, internal, external, or referral, depending on how your hiring process is structured. You can also specify the cost type, which can either be free or paid, and if applicable, mention the cost for hiring. Another useful option is setting a cap on applications. By entering a number in the total applicants allowed on a job field, you can limit how many candidates can come in through that particular source. At the bottom, you'll also see a checkbox for Generate Vendor Login Password. Tick this if you want the source to function as a vendor with their own login access to the portal. Once all the details are in place, click on the Save button to add the source. If you decide not to proceed, simply click Cancel to discard the entry. Now let's look at managing the sources that are already in your system. To do this, click on the View Default button. This will open the sources list, which displays all available recruitment sources in one place. At the top of this page, you'll find a search bar that lets you quickly locate sources by entering the name, email, PIC, or number. Once entered, click on Search to filter results or click Reset to clear the filters and view the complete list again. On the same page, you'll also notice two quick action icons at the top. The Add Source icon, represented by a person icon, allows you to quickly add a new source. Next to it, the Delete button, shown as a bin icon, lets you remove sources from the system. To delete one or multiple sources, simply check the boxes next to their names and then click the bin icon. Each source entry also includes an action column with additional controls. Here, you'll see a checkmark icon that indicates the source is published. If you click it, the source will become unpublished and the icon will change to a cross. Clicking the cross will publish the source again. This feature makes it easy to activate or deactivate sources as required. You'll also find a three-dot menu in the action column. Clicking this opens more options, including editing the source details, copying or emailing a shareable link, and generating a QR code for quick access. These features give you flexibility in managing your sources and integrating them with your recruitment workflow. Once you're satisfied with your recruitment source configuration, click on Confirm and proceed to complete this step. Configuring recruitment sources properly is key to streamlining your hiring process and understanding which channels work best for your organization. It's a good practice to collaborate with your recruitment team while setting these up to make sure the configuration aligns with your company's hiring goals and policies. Finally, click on Next to move forward to the next module configuration after completing the ATS setup. That's it! You now know how to manage recruitment sources in the ATS setup process within Unova HRMS. Thank you for watching.